Good evening and welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Here we are to fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm Bob Pace. I'm your host. Now, I've been doing this for the last 21 months, since October of 2023. I have two live streams I do. My evening one, which is the one tonight, you found on Facebook, Fight CPS and Stop Taking Our Children. Now, again, my name is Bob Pace. I'm a family man and a loving father. I've helped raise six children. I have 42 years of marriage experiences. I've worked 61 years of working, supporting my family, trying to take care of my family. Unfortunate, like you all, I had trouble with CPS. Now, I noticed that one of the rooms in here that share this live stream is having some issues. And that is the room. Let me see what room that is. That's reality series of horror stories that seems to be having an issue. But I have 8 rooms that tie in to this live stream that I'm on the software application called StreamYard. It's broadcast on YouTube. Now, my morning show every morning has 2 times. During the weekdays, it's 10 a.m. in the morning. And on the weekend, it's 8 a.m. So 7 o'clock at night, 7 days a week, and then 5 days at 10 a.m. and 2 days at 8. Those times I'm giving you are standard Pacific times. I'm on the West Coast, south of LA, at a place called Surf City, USA, 3 blocks from the ocean. And it's a warm welcome because I know a lot of you are fighting CPS. Now, I have 2 people in my room that just came in. One is Samantha Bernard, the other one is Erin. Now, I remember Erin because she has the first name of my firstborn. And they're only 30 days apart, the birthdays. So she's 36 and she's trying to fight CPS in the great state of Tennessee. Now, Samantha Bernard has been on for a while, but I do remember the name. I forgot where you're at, Samantha. I forgot where you're at. Now, one of the things is you can interact with this live stream by text and messages. I just put a banner up that tells you how to text a message. Also, I asked for the state, but that's if you're out of state. I mean, anybody in the United States, I know all the states of the United States, but I have 22 countries that have text a message or come in here. So that's for you all to put the country you're from, an idea. One of those frequent countries that calls in is South Africa province. It's the West province of South Africa. Her name is Leica, and she's a mother, 40 years old, with a terrible, terrible CPS case. So it's a really excruciating story for her. Now, I am worried about one person that's been missing all day and last night and yesterday. Samantha's from San Luis Obispo. Okay, San Luis Obispo. Well, we have a woman that we've been praying for the last couple of days. Last week, she told us that she's being evicted. There's no grounds for eviction. But not only did she lose her 2 children, and her 2 children are with her father right now, won't give them back to her. She was a caregiver of her mom, living in her mom's house. Her mom has title, but her brother, her half-brother, doesn't really like her. So he started the eviction on no grounds. She wasn't paying rent there, so she's not behind in paying rent. She wasn't doing drugs, and she did not have the place messy or anything like that. And she's certainly not a nuisance to the neighborhood. But apparently, and she misfortunately accepted a commissioner over a judge. She did not know. She thought a commissioner would be all right. The problem is the commissioner is the referee. And I had told her last week to contact this George in Oxnard, just a lawyer in Oxnard, that he'd help her. He has lots of ideas, but she never did anything. I finally told her over the weekend, and then on um, Sunday night, I prayed for her last time I saw her. So today is Tuesday, and last night at midnight was when her eviction order. Today is the 22nd, July 22nd of 2025. And that being said, I don't know if she's on the streets. I'm really worried about um, Cruella uh, Do a Dance. That was her Facebook name. Her real name is Felicia. And she was from Oxnard, city of Oxnard in California. And her case was in Ventura County for CPS. And for eviction, I think it's the Oxnard courts. And I found all kinds of information about evictions and how not to be evicted and so forth. Anyway, I did try to help her. I hope she comes back. I really do miss her. Now, Aaron and Samantha, do you have anything? Do you want to ask a question or a story to tell or a topic to talk about? Now, besides text me a message, you can also be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest on my live stream, all you have to do is email to my show producer. Email's up there on the banner. You pick one of my 14 shows to say you want to be on Bob's Friday night show, Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Wednesday night. Morning or night, Monday through Sunday. That's all you have to tell her. She, in turn, will give you a link to SteamYard, and you copy and paste it. And if you get bounced off, paste it again because it's good for the show. And she'll also go over the rules, such as no profanity on the show, there's no eating or smoking, and we do not use the names of children, judges, or social workers. So please be my guest. I can take up to 9 of you. Lastly, you can call in. My phone is live right now. You can call me at 626-698-0990. And I'd love to hear from you. Um, I'm just rebooting my phone to make sure there's nothing hanging it up. So, anyway, that's my live number. Now, another number I have on the screen, by the way, is 888 That's the law offices of Vincent W. Davis. Please call there if you want to ask some questions or get some guides or get some information or so forth. Also, if you want to speak to Mr. Davis, maybe you want to hire him. And so when you call in, you're going to reach reception, identify who you are, and say that Bob Pace sent you. And when you do speak to Mr. Davis, tell him that Bob Pace sent you. Now, I just heard my phone do its thing, and it's all set to go to take your call. Now, Samantha has said, I still haven't heard from Grace about meeting with Mr. Davis. Okay, Samantha, now here's what I need to. Um, I need to. Okay, I need to. I need to. What is your area code? So I see when you sent it to me. What's your area code Samantha. Okay, I submitted it on July 9th. Okay, so today is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, uh, 19, 20 to 1, 22. It's been 13 days. So I'll email. I'll email Grace and say it's been over 13 days. Okay, Samantha, I've emailed Grace and she'll definitely look into it. Okay, you're very welcome, Samantha from San Luis Obispo. We have Aaron from Tennessee, Samantha, and we're looking for Felicia Holland from Oxnard. Where are you, Felicia Holland? I'm worried. I'm worried about her. I got a thumbs up already on emoji from Rafa Arison. Thank you, Rafa Arison. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. You can do emojis on here. I'm perfectly welcome those. Smiley faces, stars, hearts, um, thumbs up. Yep, those are good emojis. Also, please check below to follow me and write reviews. And if you want to be notified, click the notification button. Now, again, I ask you, Aaron and Samantha, what would you like to talk about? Now, I have my rules. I have my rules. Hmm. Now, this morning show, I brought up an interesting investigation. There's a question that came on, why can't we do jury trials? And I found out the sole reason we don't do, and that was changed in 1971, which is strange because the laws for CPS didn't start coming to play to 1974, and CPS wasn't founded until 1962. Now, sometimes CPS checks it back to 1875 when they established the New York Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. They already had the protection of cruelty to animals, but children came in later. But it's interesting, the history of the child protection system and what it does and what it can't do, its limitations, everything. Now, what happened was there was a lady called Mary Ellen in 1873. She was 9 years old and she was rescued from abuse. She was experiencing, um, launched the child protection movement of the United States. Mr. Bergen and his attorney, motivated by Mary Ellen case, found the New York Society Prevention of Cruelty to Children on April 27th, 1875. As a non government charitable society, this organization was the first child protection agency in the world. This formation of the NYSPCC was the first time that a formal organization was put in place specifically for the protection of children. Now it's interesting. I'm finding a whole different story that I found before. Now, Mary Ellen was born in March 1864. She died in October 30th, 1956. Was an American victim of child abuse, whose case led to the creation of the New York Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Children, the first child protection agency in the world. At the age of 8, she was severely abused by her foster parents, Frances and Mary Connolly, because she was assisted by Harry Bergen, then the head of the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Some sources incorrectly states that statute against cruelty to animals had to be used to remove her from the home. Here's was the first documented case of child abuse in the United States. You know, we had the protection of cruelty to animals long before we had protection to our children, which is sad. Hello, Barkley from Montana. Oh, there is Cruella. Felicia Holland, you're back. Oh my God, I've been talking about you in the morning show, the last night show. Yeah, I've been praying and praying and praying. I need to know where you're at. Okay, Samantha, that's a good one. I think a good topic would be evidence and how to make sure you're submitted properly and what types of evidence can be submitted. Well, one thing you should do is document everything, and you should have a journal and write in your journal what has been taking place. And hello, Amistar. Welcome back. And Amistar is from Florida, if I remember correctly. Or are you from Connecticut? I get or New Hampshire. I don't know. I know. Um, Sorry, my typing's off. I wish we had a training in every state on how to combat these people. In my county, hiring an attorney is not possible. There are zero attorneys that will fight them. Well, if you give me the name of your county, I'll look it up and get you 3 attorneys to call. Now, Samantha in San Luis Obispo, California says, Alma, most attorneys are too worried to get a fight against CBS because they'll go after the attorney's family or kids. Yep, there's a lot of truth to that, Samantha. Florida, right. I said it right the first time. Alma Stars from Florida. Corella, hi, I'm just out and about right now, trying to contact attorneys who can. Well, today you're supposed to be evicted. Are you evicted, Corella? I've had so many people worry about you. Corella, are you evicted? Mhm. Well, I'm glad that you're okay, that you're live and on the show. Lee County, Florida, Bob. I've used Florida bar and my local county bar. Trust me, Bob, they're none. Okay, Lee County, Florida. This is how you pose to research the internet. You first have to be in Google Chrome. Lee County, Florida, um, CPS, juvenile law, family law, dependency law, attorneys. Now, let's see if I come up with what's supposed to be there. Here are the law firms in Lee County. There's Davis and Associates, attorney at law. They specialize in family law. There's Cava Carl, attorney at law, the family law. Golden Key Law Group. Daniels Law, PA. Attorney Aaron O'Brien. Fort Myers Law Firm. Men's Right Law Firm. So right now, Daniels Associations is open right now in Florida. It's late at night. But all you have to do is pick three of these and ask a very important question. Ask a really important question. Question one, and this is for Alma Star in Florida. Are you a juvenile law, family law, dependency law attorney? And have you won cases against CPS and gotten children back? If they answer yes, that's a good starting point. The second question you should ask, are your attorneys ever done a civil lawsuit against CPS and won money back either in state court or in federal court, state or federal? And if they say yes, then you got a candidate. Then after they say yes, then what you want to do is say, can I have a list of three people I can get references so I can talk to them? So you talk to the three people first about how good of an attorney they are. Then you have a meeting with these three attorneys, and you ask them, how much is the retainer? You try to develop the chemistry because you're only going to pick one. Now I'll save you the need to contact three. All you need to do is contact two. The first one is Vincent Davis. He'll come out to Florida. He is a dependency, family law, juvenile law attorney. He's won thousands of cases against CPS. He's not afraid to fight them. He's a trial attorney. He's won millions of dollars doing civil lawsuits. He's the real deal. He's answered yes to both those questions. His hourly rate is $500. Now, his retainer will vary from state to state because he has to pay some additional expenses the local attorneys won't have to, such as transportation, air and ground, accommodations, and food, and to get a license in that state. So those are the additional expenses for the retainer. Now, Alma, if you literally call 200 to 500 attorneys, that is a lot of attorneys. Now, I have that list on my internet I found, and they will. Well, I'm trying to help you, Alma. We can go ahead and call one of the attorneys. You want me to call them for you and ask their questions? You said Kava Kava is one of you got here. Let me see here. The Cavo Cavo, Calvo. They're in Fort Myers, Florida. They work to protect the rights and reputation of their clients and approach each case creativity and energetically. They're available 24/7. You can also contact them for dependency hearings. But if I was going to pick out one right now, I like the one here called Davis Associates. They provide aggressive and caring representation aimed to achieve the best results for their clients. So if I go there, they're going to give me a phone number. I'm going to that website. Now they're open 24 hours. They're located at 3049 Cleveland Avenue, Suite 265, Fort Myers, Virginia. They have 62 reviews and they're all 5 stars. Now they have the phone number here and they have a website too. They're family law lawyers that know how to do custody and support, and they know how to work with juveniles. Now, child custody and child support, division of assets. Um, anyway, this is a law firm. Now, I'm telling you, you don't need to call 300 law firms. Um, I know you're trying to save up for Vince, and I'm so hope you can. There's no question, and I know he spent a lot of times. They don't want to practice dependency. Well, the ones I found say they do, so I guess they lie on their ad page. But anyway, I want to help you, Alma from Florida, from Lee County. Um, Cruella, what happened today with your eviction? What happened at midnight? You had an eviction for the 22nd. That'd be at midnight last night. Were you evicted or did you get a continuance? Or did they drop the eviction? Talk to me, Felicia, please. I'm trying to help you. Now, Samantha Bernard, you wanted to talk about, evidence and things like that. What you need to do is you need to do one thing is you need to gather up evidence to use against them and pictures. Now, I don't know what you've been charged, so it's hard for me to tell you what you need. You need to tell me you've been charged for neglect and abuse and what neglect and what abuse. I need to know more information, Samantha. Now, my phone number's up there, everybody. Corella, you can call in. Barkley, you can call in. Alma, you can call in. Samantha, you can call in. I love to hear from all of you. Aaron, you can call in. I agree, Alma, that is false advertising. It's very misleading. Oh boy. Now, one thing, if you're going to grab documents, you need to have yourself a big notebook, something like 6 inches thick, three ring notebook. And then you want to put in uh, tabs, dividers, and you have subject tabs put on them. And there's something right away that you want to create. It's called a timeline incident log. A timeline incident log. You just take a piece of notebook paper and you devote 3 lines for each incident. You skip a couple lines, write the next incident and the next instance. Incidents are if you have with the child protection system, social workers, or the police, or you have incidents with families or friends, or the school, or the doctors. Anybody you have instance regarding your case, you should write it out. And those 3 lines, the first line is devoted to the location of the incident. Was it on the phone? If it was, what's the phone number? It was in person, what's the location? Then you want to put the date and time of the incident and who was involved, what people were involved. The second line is a summary of what the incident is all about, a 1 sentence summary. Then the third line is the outcome of the incident. If you don't know it, come back later, skip it, and fill it out later. So that's all you have. It's called the incident timeline log of everything that's happened to you regarding your child protection matter. You're really at hold to mercy because one man's going to make a decision of your whole family. That is the judge. And right now, I think there's a bad judges out there. I don't think judges. My judge was awful. To have him entrusted to make decisions for a family was the most horrible thing I could ever imagine. He wasn't trained in reunification or juvenile law or dependency law or family law. He had a background in auto claims, and auto accidents. That's his background. How's he going to decide the future of my family? Hello, Ivaisa Hava. I love that. May our Lord help us. Yes, you have to have a belief in God. That's one of my life skills I talk about here. During your journey in the CPS, you got to have a good, strong belief in God. Now, my religion is simple. I feel we're all on a train on a journey. A train goes someplace. And I don't know if you remember the story with the boy that called the Polar Bear Express, and he's on a train traveling. Anyway, it runs on rails. There's 2 rails it runs on. There's a left rail and a right rail. The left rail is I call the circle of life. That came from the Lion King. The circle of life can be big circles or small circles. It's what you do on here on earth. You're born in as an infant, as a small child, helpless, depending on your parents. And when you leave this world, you're taken care of, hopefully by your loved ones. But people like to live a long life, so they have big circles of life. Now, the right side is the rail that I call the stairway to heaven. The stairway to heaven is your goal to try to do good deeds. And connected to rails are strong wooden ties, and each of them marks a good deed. And you want to do as many good deeds to get to heaven in your circle of life travels. Because there is a God, and God and Jesus are the same, which I just found out not too long ago. That God came down, was uh, was in Mary as a child of Jesus, so he walked among the people. Now, I had no idea. And someone told me that. And by using the Bible, you can see passages where he rose from the dead and he saw not only his disciples, he saw over 300 people living again. In the Bible, it says he's going to come again. We don't know when. Some think right now. But anyway, um, try to follow that. Try to be on that great train. Now, Eliza Hannah, I have no idea. Thank you very much. I know that God loves me because I love him. Because I want to do good. That's why I'm doing this show, because I'm helping you. I had a disastrous time with CPS. It's wrong the way it's structured. It should not be one judge. You should be done by a jury trial. But they don't have a jury trial. Why? Because they want to protect the juveniles. This isn't about juveniles, it's about families. Juveniles make up the families. So is a mom and dad. Unfortunately, hiccups have risen. There may be neglect, there may be abuse, not all the time, but CPS thinks there is. And they automatically take your child and have him adopted into foster care, have him trafficked into foster care. Trafficking is illegal, alienation is illegal, but they do it all the time. And thank you, Elijah Hanna. I don't know where you're from, but thank you for the kind words. Cruella, I spoke with the sheriffs and the city police this morning when they came banging on my front door. Well, I'm surprised they didn't come at midnight. And Elijah's pray for all babies. Okay, enough of praying right now. We need to help out Felicia. They did force entry, but I was upstairs in my room. Once they came out to acknowledge them, they backed off and let me out peacefully. So you did not do what I asked you to do last week or on yesterday. So you let them evict you for no reason. Cruella, I'm just screaming my head off. Oh boy. You went ahead and you left the place. That's terrible. So where are you going to live now, Cruella? How are you going to take care of your mom? Your mom owns that property. She's on title. You don't have to pay any kind of rent. You're not behind in rent. You're not on drugs. You don't sell drugs out of there. There's no illegal activities taking place in a home. And you certainly are not making a nuisance in the neighborhood. So I have no idea why you didn't call anybody on Monday and get them to stop or continuance the case. Because once the sheriffs have done it, your case is over. You're evicted. You can't get back into the home. And getting an attorney now is too late. I don't know what you can do. I just have to look at it again at Oxnard, California, and see if I can find anything. Oh boy, I try so hard with Felicia. Oh, okay. Oxnard, California. We have eviction. Okay, Cruella, I'm looking up now. Oxnard, California, eviction. What you can do after you're wrongly evicted. If you believe you've been wrongly evicted in Oxnard, California, you have legal options and resources available to you. Here's a summary of what you can do. First of all, your brother's not the landlord. Understanding wrongful eviction laws and tenant rights. Wrongful eviction in California occurs when a landlord removes a tenant without following legal procedures such as changing locks, removing belongings, or shutting off utilities. Legal eviction process. Landlords must provide written notice and obtain a court order through a unlawful detainer lawsuit. I don't know if that was filed or not. There's just case, remember there's two cases of eviction. There's just case eviction. Properties covered by California Tenant Protection Act of 2008 require landlords to have a just cause, a valid document reason for eviction. You want to gather your evidence and documentation. Crucial for your case, keep going through the records. Examples: lease agreements, communication with the landlord, photos, videos of conditions or actions, witness statements, and records of financial losses. Take immediate action. File a police report if facing legal lockouts or utility shutoff. Contact law enforcement. Respond to eviction notice. If you receive a notice you believe is wrongful, respond in writing, usually within 5 days, stating your dispute. Seek legal assistance, consulting a landlord tenant lawyer specialized in eviction, defense, or tenant rights as soon as possible. They can help you understand your rights and build your case. Explore your legal remedies. Lawsuit for damages. You can sue for compensation for actual losses like moving costs, emotional distress, statutory penalties, punitive damages, and attorney fees if you win. You have the right to reoccupy. In some cases, illegal eviction tenants can sue to return to their unit. Emergency court orders. You can seek immediate court orders for property restoration. Defense and eviction proceedings. Possible defense include improper notice, rent payment issues, uninhabited conditions, regulatory eviction, and discrimination. Appeal. If the court rules against you in an unlawful detainer lawsuit, you can appeal, typically within 10 days. Contact legal assistance in Oxnard. Several organizations and attorney in Oxnard area specializes in tenant rights and eviction matters. You can find information about California Rural Legal Assistance, Inc., or the California Tenant Law, a People's Choice Legal and Secretary Service of Ventura County. There's also the Law Office of Thomas Anderson Law Office of Brian Noby, the Singh Law Firm, and the Law Office of Ed Ridgely in referred reference document. Strict deadlines apply to filing wrongful eviction lawsuits. The general statute of limitations is typically within 2 years of eviction, or 4 years if based on a written lease. And there is Ask a Lawyer where it takes you to go see that judge that is a lawyer. He would help you with that. All you do too is you go to askalawyeroncall.com 24/7. You ask a lawyer on call. They only charge a $5 refundable fee. Anyway, I've researched it for you, Cruella. Now, Cruella, I don't know what you're doing. You're not talking to me. You want to call in, Cruella? I'm worried about you, Cruella. I care so much about you. I do care so much about you, Cruella. Cruella, I'm calling you to see if I can help you. Yeah, hi, Felicia. This is Bob Pace in the live stream. I want to help you, and I'm calling you to see what I can do to help you, Felicia. I'm really worried about you not having a place to sleep or take a shower or feed yourself a meal. Please call into the show. If you don't want to talk on the show, you can talk to me privately. Please call me. I'm at 626-698-0990. Be talking to you soon, Felicia. Take care. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. What that means is a little after 8. That's my end of my show time. And um, we went on different areas. And I want to thank everybody that has been calling in. Samantha Bernard from San Luis Obispo County in California, thank you. Aaron from Tennessee, thank you. And Cruella from Oxnard, California, thank you. I worry about you. I guess you're all right. I guess you're right. And Bartley, I like you to talk sometime. I need to catch up with you, Bartley from Montana. And I'm a star. I want to help you out there in Florida. You should have Vincent do a lawsuit against the evil CPS there. And I thank you, Iviva Havana, for the prayers and stuff. Thank you. But I'm going to take my phone number down because it's after 8 and we can't really take any more calls. I am going to put up something that a lot of you are at your rope's end about who to appeal to. I'm going to put on what's called the Department of Government Efficiency. Is called Doge. They have a website, doge.gov. You should go there and you'll see their website and it shows you what they've done, what their purpose is for. And if you want to apply for a job, they're hiring people to work for them at a salary position, not hourly salary. They have two phone numbers. They're both the White House numbers. They do work. I've called them, they work. There's also an email which you can write or send anything you're doing, you're fighting your case. It's at dodge@mail.house.gov. So I'll leave that up there for a moment because at the end of my live stream, I play this video with Mr. Davis. It's a real good video. It sets you in the mood about helping our children. That's the one thing we need to do. We need to protect our children. I know all you love your children. That's why you're here. And it's wrong. They've taken away your children. But keep fighting for them. Do not give up. Felicia, do not give up. And, you love your child. So be there for them and love them. And I'll be in again tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. That's 3 hours ahead of you on the East Coast, 8 hours in the United Kingdom, and then Europe 9 hours, Africa 9 hours ahead of me. I'm always saying that because I have 23 countries that have expressed an interest. Over 2,500 people have talked to me, and I really want to help them all. I really am concerned about you all. I care, and I want to help you. All you have to do is tell me what you want me to do. It's like, Samantha wanted me to talk about documentation. I need to know more about your case so I can tell you how to line it up. But documentation is the key to it. I didn't keep documentation. And I certainly was not organized. And if I did my rules, my 5 rules, I would never have lost my children. But it's 8:09. I do need to call it quits for tonight. But I'm not letting you guys down. I'm praying tonight for all of you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted, and if you go against then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce them. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last